Everything or anything you can think of. A desk, the tree outside your window, and even yourself is made up of atoms. What is an atom? An atom is tiny particles that are the building blocks of all matter, making up everything around you. Even how small you think an atom is, it's made up of even smaller particles called subatomic particles, which are protons, neutrons, and electrons. The protons and the neutrons make up the center of the atom called the nucleus, and the electrons fly around the nucleus in a small cloud. Subatomic particles include the electrons, the negatively charged, almost massless particles that nevertheless account for the most of the size of an atom, the positively charged, protons, and the neutral neutrons. They are located in the nucleus and account for all the mass of an atom. But there are different types of atoms, and each one is an element. An element is the substance that is made entirely from one type of atom and cannot be broken down into simpler substance. For example, the element oxygen is made from atoms containing 8 protons, 8 electrons, and 8 neutrons. The atomic number is the number of protons and electrons. Lastly is the neutrons. To get that, it's the mass number subtract the atomic number. That's how you get the neutrons in an atom. If you change the number of protons an atom has, you change the type of element it is. The oxygen element is located at the top left of the periodic table in column 16. It is also part of the non-metal group. Oxygen is found everywhere, like in the air, in the water, and in any living organism's bloodstream. Oxygen element is one of the 118 elements ever discovered. Oxygen was discovered by Carl Schmele and Joseph Priestley. Carl in 1771 discovered oxygen, but then Joseph was the first to publish it in 1777, and credit was given to Joseph. Some physical properties of an oxygen element are that they are colorless, odorless, and tasteless. Oxygen is a highly reactive element and is easily capable of combining with other elements including water and carbon. One of oxygen's most important chemical properties is it supports combustion but is not flammable. When combustion occurs with oxygen, it can be very hazardous because oxygen promotes rapid combustion, which occurs fire and explosion hazards, but oxygen itself is not flammable. One of the most known compounds that oxygen makes is H2O, which is water. Water is the necessity for all life on this earth. It is used for plants, animals, and humans. Without it, we may die. Another compound that oxygen occurs in is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide plays an important part in the plant and animal process, such as photosynthesis and respiration. Some of the carbon comes from human activities like cement production, deforestation, as well as the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases. Oxygen is required by all living things for respiration, such as animals and humans. It is also used in the industries such as the electronic industries and metals manufacturing, and many others. Also, when scuba divers go to the ocean, they also use oxygen tanks. Mountaineers need it for when they are at very high altitudes, they begin to lose their breath. In space, astronauts don't have oxygen, they also use the tanks. And most interestingly is oxygen O3 protects us from harmful UV lights through the ozone layer. Oxygen can be toxic at elevated pressures. Some certain levels it can affect the respiration system, eyes, muscles, and the brain. Another important key component of an oxygen is that the oxygen is an oxidant, which is not the fuel but the source the chemical energy releases in combustion. As I have shown, oxygen is well needed on this earth and it's unique in its own way. So thank you for watching.